I think, if you ask me honestly, and because of all the devotees prayers, you know, I think I recovered. Actually, I could sense it and I could feel it very vividly. You know, um, I could do that actually. You know, Mm. That is one of the reasons actually. Prayers work. They work wonders actually. You know,
So our
please.
devotees are very eager to hear. So as everybody is, familiar, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, very senior devotee, temple president, excellent preacher and counselor, guide, mentor, and such a nice friend of ours. So Prabhuji, if you don't mind, we were going to ask a few questions and have interaction, but we would like to start once. Give me 1 second.
Do you mind if I ask everyone? This is actually in a corona, nobody is traveling. So if I take exactly less than a minute and I'll touch everyone and offer my obeisances, that way, I'll have the satisfaction. Raghunath Das Goswami would offer obeisance to, 3,000 Vaishnavas every day, At least I want to offer obeisance to 3. So my obeisance to you, your wife, and, your mother, and your father, I don't say what my obeisance. And of course, to Amsh Prabhu, my obeisances. Dandavad Hare Krishna. So I'm doing it wherever I do it. And then Rakshita Gautam, I don't know. Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, my obeisances. And I see Ananda Kishori Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandavad Hare Krishna. She's working or what?
No, she was doing her work in a different room.
Okay. Mausami Madhujama Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam. I see Ashok Mishra Prabhu. Wow, Prabhuji ka darshan. Yeah. So I don't even see him actually. He is muted. Haribol Prabhuji, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna.
You're doing well?
Yeah.
Mataji is doing well?
Yep. Everybody.
You shaved up.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Good. Dandavad Pranam Prabhu Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Dandavad Prabhupada. And I see Mausami Mataji, Hare Krishna Dandavad.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Dandavad. And I see, what is that? Sushant. I'm sorry.
Sushant Pani Prabhu.
Sushant K. Pani Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam Prabhuji.
And I see Raksha Mishra Hare Krishna. Dandavad. Raksha Mataji, my obeisances.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam. All glories to Shila.
And I see Asutosh Kumar Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam Prabhuji.
And Archana Mataji and Suresh Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam. I offered obeisance to Suresh Prabhu, not Mataji. I don't see her. And your children also. Dandavad. Allah Shropad.
Hare
Krishna Prabhuji.
Archana Mataji is also there, Prabhuji.
Ritesh Prabhu and Ritesh Prajapati. Dandavad Pranam. Allah Shropad. Hope you're doing well. And Sirisha Yalamarthi, Telugu actually, surname sounds.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Dandavad Allah Shropad. Yes, we'll start. Hope you're all doing well, and my humblest obeisances. And Abhinam Gopal Prabhu, let us start now.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada.
This is Mataji Amma Hare Krishna. You're joining from Dubai.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is time? 2 o'clock now there?
Early morning, 5 o'clock, Prabhuji.
Oh, really? Okay. Hare Krishna. Dandavad.
Hare Krishna Dandavad.
Can we have my obeisance to Prabhuji also?
Yes, Prabhuji is also here.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam, Dandavad Pranam.
Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam, Allah Shropad.
All goes to Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu. Please start.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees and Hare Krishna to Yugal Kishore Prabhu. Thank you. Very, very grateful to you, Prabhu, for today. So we have heard from Prabhuji in lectures from time to time, but we thought we can have a little informal interactive session. And so many devotees, they have stories about how they got inspired to connect to Krishna consciousness. and we were curious because we haven't heard that much about Yugal Kishore Prabhu's story in terms of how he got connected to Krishna consciousness. So I was wondering if Prabhuji can take a few minutes and share how he came to Krishna consciousness. Basically, what was his background when he was child and upbringing, and then what inspired him, how he got in touch with devotees. So Prabhuji, if you can take a few minutes and share that your inspiring journey, that will be very nice.
Okay. I'm South Indian. Maybe it'll take a little bit long answer, but you can certain things you can learn from my mistakes for sure. My mother is very devotional actually. My mother knew practically so many chapters of Bhagavad Gita, and she knew some chapters of Bhagavatam also by heart. So when I was 5th grade, one day I went to her, everyone is singing a song, and please teach me one song. She was cooking and she taught me one song. So 5th grade means I was 10-year-old. On Krishna she taught me. Today, after 40 years, 42, I'm 52 now, I still remember that song fully, So, Indians are not atheistic anyway. So because she would recite every day, and I just got it. That's it. And my great grandmother, every day she would take bath, other side of the well, and she would recite 15 chapters fully. So but just by hearing, I just got it. Anyway, I can't tell you much. Everyone in the family knew I was very good, but I knew I was very bad actually, with all the bad habits. But somehow Krishna, though I didn't have good qualification, and I got a job in Singapore, and that's where I met devotees. But I was very proud. Of course, we used to have a temple opposite to my home, and my father would play harmonium, my uncle would play mridanga, my brother would sing, and I learned Kartal in childhood actually. And we would, what is the tilak we used to have? Same tilak. And what is the mantra? Some Mataji would come, renunciate. This is the mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, but we never paid attention, But my grandmother took initiation from her. You all should know Lord Chaitanya traveled in South India. So he came to Visakhapatnam. From Visakhapatnam, he went to Rajahmundry, where he met Ramananda Roy. So my village comes on that way. So I think Lord Chaitanya, may have crossed that village, So anyway, with all being said, I picked up so many bad habits actually. So sad, But anyway, Krishna gave me a job in Singapore. I became a software consultant, and I met devotees. I was very proud because I read Bhagavatam, Telugu version, and I read Bhagavad Gita. We used to recite, and I'm sorry to tell you, but maybe it will inspire Indians. You name it, I used to do it. Shivastati, Lingashtakam, Hanuman Chalisa, Telugu and Hindi, and Vishnu Sahasram, and what else? Aditya Hrudayam, and these are the things every day. Actually, sorry, Navagraha Stotram. I would recite, but the transformation did not happen. So I went to Singapore, and I met devotees. So they introduced me to Lord Chaitanya. I was, Krishna consciousness. India, all gods. But somehow from childhood I was attracted to Krishna. But Krishna only as an incarnation of Vishnu only. South Indians, So when they told something different, I didn't like it. Unfortunately, I read Mahabharata so many times by that time. I read, a condensed version of Bhagavatam also. Bhagavad Gita we would regularly recite. I was very proud of my verses. I know so many verses. And I still regret now actually. What is the use of verses? No. A real thing is application, understand and apply. So, but one day, what is that? They asked me, Prabhu, I don't know, I was a Mayavadi actually. South Indian Mayavad philosophy. They were, they didn't like me, So until I came to ISKCON, I don't even know there is something called Mayavad, But one thing I did, what they told me to do, chant 4 rounds, immediately 4 rounds. Then chant 6 rounds. The next week they would ask, 6 rounds. But because unknowingly I had a lot of Mayavad. Mayavad means, in South India, all the gods, everyone is, I don't know whether I reflected Bhakti. I'm attached to Krishna, no doubt. I would speak left and right, unfortunately, because I knew a lot, but I don't know that it was all embedded with Mayavad. So every week I decided, this case, I should not go there. Wow, it's too much. This program I should not go because they would defeat me. But something allowed me to continue actually, week after week. But what they did, they defeated me in everything. I thought, if I really want to stand on my own, I should read these books so that I will conclude, I'll have a footing. And I read, and actually it changed my life because India, nobody reads. I'm sure many of you, until you came to ISKCON, I don't think you have ever read first page to last page Bhagavad Gita, conclusively. Very simple. What is our spirituality? Movies, just movies, that's it. Movies and here slokas here and there. We never paid attention to understand, and we never paid it. That is, as far as I know, I'm just, that's my life at least. Never paid attention to understand and apply. Yeah, we would do kirtans starting at 10 o'clock in the night, evening, morning, 6 o'clock. Many times, So, but really read Bhagavad Gita, understand conclusively and apply it, that never happened. But, they, in order to get rid of my Mayavad, they were very heavy. I didn't like it though. But then eventually, I started reading. I think Prasad worked wonders, so they did not ask me. I got into a problem. Probably I'll solve that problem by reaching 16 ounce. I reached 16 ounce actually. That Krishna's mercy, I never looked. Devotee's mercy, of course, my Guru Maharaj mercy, I never looked back. But I never wanted to join full time. I was like a very gross sense enjoyer actually. I loved to enjoy. So, but then what happened slowly, we started staying together, all bachelors actually. We're all bachelors. Means we would do Mangalarti 5 o'clock. Then cook, offer it to Krishna, take box to office, and come back in the evening and read books, Isopanishad, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, So my brother was worried, why he's not coming, what's happening. I said, if you have a doubt, you come and see, I did all the wrong things in India, not outside India. So one day my mother and my brother came. They were shocked actually. These guys are getting at 4 o'clock, they are cooking their own food, and they're doing Mangalarti at 5 o'clock. And he's going to office in the evening there. He said, he was actually shocked. He liked it actually, but he never thought, I would join full time. I got a job in America, I want to tell you this. When some people come to Krishna consciousness, all their troubles will go away. and happiness, their life will become better. But somebody, even the life was going better, their problems will come. I'm second category. My life was going on very smoothly actually. Suddenly problems started coming. So many problems, office problems. There were times I would come at from office 11:30, 12 o'clock in the night. 10 rounds left. So much pressure. And I still remember getting down from the MRT train and walking home. Still 10 rounds left, chant one round, big cover, one round, so that by the time I would reach home, maybe 12 o'clock, still 6-7 rounds left. And I would chant, finish and sleep. And all the devotees would get up for the day, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Many times I decided, no, I cannot stay here. One day somebody complained, you're falling asleep in the office. Why are you doing this? And this bank is very, very strict. But anyway, I never gave it up. But then later I understood, why Krishna put me through the trouble. When Krishna puts you to the trouble, Krishna puts you through the trouble. Eventually it'll become better. So anyway, and then I got a job in America. And devotee said, why do America is not a good place, don't go. So I told my family, I don't want to go to America. And my brother said, Indians have this craze. No, what are you talking? We should go. I also had one small desire to see Prabhupada places. So I told my brother, all right, you're telling me I should go, I'll go. But devotees didn't like it. Stay here, So you're playing mridanga, supporting kirtans, and So, but I said, all right, I'll come back. That never happened, So then I came to America. But I was listening to the lectures of, they would play. This Prabhu, he inspired me a lot. He joined full time actually. His name is Gaur Govind Prabhu. He joined full time in 99. Then, so he joined 99. He became servant of Radhana Swami, personal servant. And I also developed a desire, for all the wrong things I did, maybe this is the good thing to do, to join full time. So I went and told my family, if you want to hear, there's a great story, but you cannot, this will be late, So anyway, I came to America, and 2001 New York Rath Yatra, I used to work in Albany, New York, as for with MetLife as software consultant. Then actually no, okay, I didn't tell. I did my master's in mathematics and I did law. I also have a bachelor's degree in law actually. Then I learned computers for 2 years. Then, though not so qualified, Krishna gave me, this job in America. I used to work in India also, software, but then I got a job in Singapore. Then I came to America. Then I used to work with MetLife. Then one day, Rath Yatra, I went to New York City. Then Radhana Swami came. Already accepted him, but I want to see him. I asked many people, how does it look to see? How does it look? How can I judge my guru? Though I have accepted him, I asked this. So no, the feeling is separate. Anyway, I met him. It is a separate feeling. A year later, I joined full time. Less than a year, actually. Maybe 7-8 months later, I joined full time. I don't know that I will join full. I had a desire for sure. I definitely had a desire. Actually, I told my family, I want to join full time. My mother was so upset. So when I came to America, I felt no one will control me now. I'm far away from India. So I joined full time in America, 2002, and never looked back. I'm now. I came to Krishna in 98, so it's like 21 years now. Actually, I finished 20. I'm finishing even 21 years in 1-2 months actually. That's it, bro. So sorry.
Thank you.
98 means 22 years I finished.
22 years. Yes.
23 I'm finishing actually. I came in February actually in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. That was very helpful. So, Prabhuji, you mentioned that how you went to, through a childhood where you learned so much. You had, knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So for you, there may have been so many other institutions, so many places. Why did you, what made you decide that, yes, ISKCON is like really the place you want to, get connected to? What
Fantastic.
made you feel that ISKCON is the place?
Nice question. Thank you. So we used to, South India, actually not South India, India, Vivekananda is very famous. Vivekananda Ramakrishna Mission. My brother used to go to Ramakrishna Mission. My brother wanted to join full time in Ramakrishna Mission actually, but somehow it did not happen because he was the eldest. So I actually in Singapore also I used to go to Ramakrishna Mission regularly. I used to have their association with all the sannyasis. I would edit their books also before coming to Krishna consciousness. And one day, one sannyasi looked at my hand and said, "Do you want to join full time?" I said, "No, I don't want to." So, so they entertained me very closely. But the questions I would ask them, their answers were never satisfactory. And I would come and ask this software consultant, this Prabhu just working, 30-year-old, 1-2 years younger than me. Any question you'd ask, you'd left and right answer, and very satisfying. Like a, what is that? When you hit the, it'll hit the, target like that. I thought, wow, these are all sannyasis. Their answers are not satisfying me. And this Prabhu is just working, 1-2 years younger than me. His answers are very satisfying. Oh, that's great. Then one day, actually, before coming to Krishna consciousness, I read a lot about Krishna Bhakti, especially Pandharpur Bhakti. I don't know any Maharashtrians here in the call, but Pandharpur Krishna Bhakti also amazing actually. And one time I decided I want to settle in Pandharpur, in the later part of my life. So anyway, what is that? But somehow, so I have an idea. And so all this bhakti in Pandharpur, like, Namdev, Gyandev, Tukaram, and Janabai, Gaur Kumbar, they're all great devotees, I'm impressed actually. But what happens, Krishna would go into their homes, Krishna would serve them as their servants, and suddenly devotees come to know, oh, Krishna is in their home serving, and they would go to that home and tell the devotee, Prabhu, how fortunate you are, the servant you have is not your servant, is Krishna only. And they would all glorify him, Ekanath, And then he would go and say, Krishna would, by this time, would have disappeared. I loved it. Janabai, Chokamela, Tukaram Maharaj, and Eknath, Namdev, Gyandev, they are all, very, very great souls. So I read, I read about Krishna Bhakti. I liked it. Very much inspired by actually, Tukaram Maharaj and Chokamela, Eknath, Janabai. With that in the mind, one day I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. I want everyone to please hear. So Ravinath Das Goswami was doing chanting. It was blistering. Actually, what is it? 2 on the bank of Radhakund, 2 tigers would come to drink water. So Raghunath Das Goswami, though born to a he was a billionaire son, Raghunath Das Goswami would stay under trees. And what is that? So he did not even have a hut to live. So when the Raghunath Das Goswami was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he was so absorbed. He was oblivious to the surroundings. Then the tigers came to drink water on the same side. Raghunath Das Goswami was meditating on the bank of Radhakund. Krishna came with anxiety. He came for came to protect Raghunath Das Goswami. Even he was anxious for the safety and security of Raghunath Das Goswami. Krishna was watching the tigers as they drink the water. I mean, as they were drinking the water. As they were drinking the water, Krishna came and watching. Sanatana Goswami came and he watched the whole situation. He saw Krishna with anxiety. He saw Raghunath Das Goswami totally absorbed in meditating, in his meditation chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was fully absorbed. And he saw the tigers. I saw after this. After some time, I read after this. After some time, the tigers would go, and Krishna also disappeared. Then I had to turn the page because I read this so much of Krishna Bhakti in Pandharpur. I thought, now, so Sanatana Goswami would glorify. Wow, क्या जन्म मतलब आपका जन्म है प्रभु, कितना भाग्यवान हो आप. भगवान स्वयं आपके लिए आ रहे हैं रक्षा करने के लिए. I thought he would tell all these things because that's what I read about Krishna Bhakti in Pandharpur. I'm not discriminating, but this is my personal realization. I turned the page. Sanatana Goswami told Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, we are the servants of Krishna and Radharani. We don't take any service from Krishna. I told you many times to construct a hut, but you never did. So what you have done? You're putting Krishna in anxiety. Krishna had to personally descend, had to come and come to your protection. This is not good. I said, wow, there is something higher I never read in my life. So we should not take service from Krishna. I never read it through, till now. Even I know all the devotees there, whatever I read in about Pandharpur devotees, that also never happened. Oh, this is something higher, great. Still Raghunath Das Goswami did not. Then the summer comes, Radharani, like in a midsummer. Actually, the process, what I liked is, the easiness of the process to the results. We used to have a sadhu coming to our home. He still lives in Rishikesh. A nice flowing beard, beautiful Ramesh Ananda. And a couple of times I wrote to him from Singapore, I want to come and join you. I think Krishna's arrangement, he never asked me to come even once. If he had asked me, I would not have met all of you. Wonderful. If you look at him, you'll be fascinated by him. He's a genuine sadhu, and at the age of 10, he left for Himalayas. But he never called me, not even once. So anyway, coming back, what is that? This Raghunath Das Goswami, he was chanting with Hare Krishna mantra. Not that Raghunath Das Goswami was doing some other mantra or some other technique. Same Hare Krishna mantra. It is this, like, I don't know how many of you know, Govardhan is one of the hottest residential places in the world. And if you want to test, try in May. It's blistering hot actually. I tried. So anyway, so Raghunath Das Goswami was chanting. And when you chant, yesterday only I was taking class, Shravanam Kirtanam, Shravana Dasa, Varana Dasa. So the Krishna that you love most will appear. Nama Rupa Guna Vilila. Name will take you to form. Like you call your parents in India. Your mother says, or father says, Hare Krishna. You hear that. Immediately you see them. The name takes you to the sound takes you to the form. Form takes you to the qualities. Guna. Qualities will take you to the Leela characteristics. Sorry, Leela means pastimes. And you will be there in that after some time. And this is theory. Practical Raghunath Das Goswami showing it. So he must have started probably early morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Maybe 12 o'clock midnight. This is like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock midnight. He was exposed. He was on the, this is May month and there it is blistering hot. He was perspiring. Radharani came. Radharani came and covered with her achal, with her, the sari. And again, Raghunath, Sanatana Goswami says, "Sa Radharani covering with her sari." Raghunath Das Goswami. Then I waited what he would say. Again he chastised him. Raghunath Das Goswami, we don't take service from Radharani. Actually, first time I came to know, Lakshmi ji is goddess of fortune and Radharani is goddess of devotion. Up to that, I don't know Radharani is goddess of devotion. And she's covering like this. Radharani was perspiring, sweating. Wow, this is great. You know, so I thought the day I came to know Radharani, I'll stay with this because she's goddess of devotion, Bhakti Devi. Then Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Yugavatar is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We don't know, incarnation, we know 10 incarnations only. But once you start reading Bhagavatam, first kind of third chapter, all the incarnations will come. In Yugavatar, I never heard. When I started developing little sincerity, not humility. Humility is a big word for me. I never cultivate humility in my life. And I thought, wow, this is Yugavatar. Leela Avatar, Manvantar, Manvantar Avatar, Shakti Avatar, Guna Avatar. Oh, this many incarnations, I don't know. First time when I heard about Lord Chaitanya, if Lord Chaitanya is the incarnation of Kali Yuga, why I don't know. That arrogance. Then later, one day I asked myself, do you know Yugavatar? You heard of that word? Do you know Leela Avatar? Then I read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Then I understood. So Krishna as incarnation of Vishnu really troubled, So because ISKCON they would say Vishnu is incarnation of Krishna. If that is true, why I don't know. That is my question. Then one day they asked me which Vishnu. They said, what do you mean which Vishnu? I know only one Vishnu, NTR, this movie star. They said it's not like that. We don't speak based on movies. We based on Shastra. Tell me which book you read. My knowledge is only movies. Or hearsay whatever my mother, father said. There are 3 Vishnus. Do you know which Vishnu Krishna is incarnation of? It's every time I'm defeated actually, literally. So one thing I liked is one is application, easiness of application. Second is a foolproof Shastra. Third thing, even though the philosophy is so wonderful, nobody will ask you to go to Vrindavan or Himalayas to meditate, leave the family. No, you can still have Ekadasi pizza on Ekadasi and still practice. And Hare Krishna mantra I knew from childhood. I never practiced it. But of course, I think after seeing my Guru Maharaj, I got that strength to join full time. And I felt for my mistakes, wrong things, maybe this will, enough is enough. And if I do this, my life will become better. That's how I joined full time. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, you mentioned how you found so many answers, learned so much by getting in connection with ISKCON and the books of Srila Prabhupada, and also by the association of other devotees, senior devotees, and your Guru Maharaj. In answer to the question, am I right?
If you want, I can tell one more if you want.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Vraj Bhakti I came to know, where Krishna is considered not as God, but is considered as if you take Krishna as your friend, he'll become your friend. If you take Krishna as your son, he'll become your son. If you take Krishna as your lover, he'll become your lover. I said, wow. And Vraj Bhakti, and we all pray to avoid going to hell. When I heard this story, gopis want to go to hell to relieve Krishna's 15 minutes of headache. I asked myself, do you know any philosophy better than this? Actually, I asked everyone the same question. If there is a philosophy higher than this, please go. Don't stay here. But if you think this is the culmination, the ultimate thing, stay here. Prabhuji, let me tell you, I have not seen anywhere something higher than Vraj Bhakti. Ours is not only Vraj Bhakti, but the Audarya, magnanimity of Lord Chaitanya is added. Nityananda Prabhu is added. And compassion of Srila Prabhupada is added. Who reached to you? You know, which organization from India called you and give you prasad 100 times? Just so that you'll become Krishna conscious. For example, you are there, you're a doctor, your wife is a doctor, you're so busy, you have a son. What will you get through? If like some of people is in this call, if they, you know, for various reasons, their project is over, go to different place, you may not even stay in touch. But what is your happiness? You are doing this to please your Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. You don't have any strings attached to, right? Compassion. Honestly speaking, I'm connected, my family is somewhat connected to Sri Sampradaya. You know. So honestly speaking, you know, I want to go back to one time Ramanuja, you know, because Sri South India is famous. You know, Ramanuja is famous. You know. But then Ramanujan, then not even one person came and gave me prasad. Recently I wrote a mail to one Grihastha. Prabhuji, you and your wife fed me hundreds of times. Taught me so much after Gaurgantru left. I'm grateful to you. You know? And you know, it's how many years now? Practically, you know, 22 years, you know, then I came to America 2000, it's 20 years. We never met. Maybe once or twice I met them. Their children also grew up. So the Prabhu is still preaching. So who is bringing you to Krishna consciousness? Not even one person from Sri Sampradaya brought me to Krishna consciousness. Where is the gratitude? My Guru Maharaj says bhakti means gratitude. Bhakti means gratitude. Be grateful. Do you know this? I wrote a letter to him actually. Prabhuji, I'm very grateful to you. And the person, you know, this Gaurgantru, I know I'm texting, you know, Prabhuji, you know, anything I do for you. You know, today I have a relationship with my Guru Maharaj, but still, you're the one. You know, I'm inspired by you 22 years ago. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Roji. Thank you so much. And Roji, the next question is, like you mentioned, you had already accepted His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj as your Guru Maharaj at some point. So, two aspects. What made you, you know, decide that yes, he is your Guru, and also he will be your Guru, or he is someone whom you want to take initiation? And also, like, there are so many devotees who may be thinking about initiation, how they should see this relationship, like of taking initiation and deciding, making this decision. You know, what are the things to keep in mind when to decide that yes, I want to aspire from such and such devotee as my Guru Maharaj?
First thing is, in ours is a very bona fide Bhakti Yoga process. Bhakti Yoga process needs a Guru. Must. 64 items of practice, first 5 are connected to Guru. You need Guru. Without Guru, there is no Bhakti Yoga actually. Bhakti Yoga process means first thing is Guru. Anyway, Guru first, for you to get your Guru, there are 40 Gurus in ISKCON. You have to pray to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, please reveal my Guru. You know, Guru is also not fanfare. You know, if you pray to Prabhupada, Prabhupada will reveal you your Guru. You know, you don't need to so much crack. We don't need to crack our heads. How it'll happen, it'll happen. You know, so you'll be inspired when you get to see him. So the few things. One is with whom you're inspired by the lectures. Who is inspiring you to continue on path of bhakti? You know, that is the simple principle and based on which we decide our spiritual master. Inspiration. Who is inspiring you a lot? You know, some other things is, you know, here and there you will get some revelation by Prabhupada. You know, this is your Guru. Maybe sometimes some dreams. You know, but the highest thing, the simplest and easiest thing is who is inspiring you. For example, what is it? Mukund Maharaj. Mukund Maharaj doesn't, though he's American, he doesn't come to America. you know, he doesn't come here. So then what is the fun? That is the point accepting him, you know. So look for somebody who is coming in your vicinity and who can give you time, little bit. But nowadays, let me tell you, ISKCON has become a global organization. Like, you know, so the gurus became they're internationally famous. So we don't get to, you know, so each guru has like 30,000, 50,000, 70,000, and Radhana Swami himself more than 10,000. I mean, he doesn't give it so easily. So the point is, what do you want? So if you pray to Prabhupada, because they're so busy nowadays, it's difficult. You know, there are three gurus: Siksha, Vatma Pradaksha Guru, the guru who brings you to Krishna consciousness. Siksha Guru trains you on the path of Krishna consciousness. And third one is a Diksha Guru, who takes your karma and initiates you and connects you to the parampara. So Diksha Guru will take you your karma and he'll connect you to the parampara, and he'll initiate you and change your name. But Siksha Guru is the one who trains you. This is true with practically all the gurus. You know, even the new gurus in ISKCON, they're very, very busy because, you know, ISKCON has become a global organization. So that point you have to keep, everyone has to keep in mind, you know. So I'm actually, you know, internet is so useful. We can all, you know, lectures are available in the internet and we can hear, you know. But Guru is not there to arrange, he doesn't arrange marriages or he doesn't solve problems. Gurus, especially Diksha Guru, he will take your karma and he'll initiate you to the, he'll initiate you and he'll connect you to the parampara. And Siksha Guru is the one. The Suhotra Swami has written a nice book on this section inside ISKCON. Sorry, section outside ISKCON. So anyway, Siksha Guru is the one who trains you nicely. You can call him, I have this problem, what should I do? My children are like this, what should I do? So likewise, you know, Siksha Guru, you need Siksha Guru, you need Diksha Guru, you know. But you can decide anybody. There are 30, 40 gurus in ISKCON. Especially who comes to America, you can choose.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. And the other aspect was like in your personal journey, how did you get the revelation that you know, you should take initiation or aspire from His Holiness Radha Maharaj?
I was listening his lectures and I loved them. They are very inspirational. Then, you know, I came first time, I saw him in 2001 Rath Yatra. He came to Brooklyn. And that time I also drove from my, you know, Albany to New York. I saw him, oof, you know, but already actually I decided. So, but, you know, when I saw him, you know, yes, confirmed, you know. It's a feeling, I mean, we cannot express in words actually, you know. But that's why I said I was very inspired by his lectures, you know.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. The other question you were mentioning that when you came to Krishna consciousness and devotees, you took the book, started reading Bhagavatam. So amongst all the books of Srila Prabhupada, which is your most, like, which is your favorite book?
Now or that time?
Now, right now.
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Chaitanya Charitamrita is your favorite. And if you were asked, like, for devotees, like anyone in the audience, what 3 books, not necessarily Prabhupada, anywhere, like what 3 books can devotees focus on and read on a regular basis? What 3 books would you?
And probably it's based on their level. You know, some books like Manasiksha, you know, they cannot correlate. You know, though Manasiksha is great, you know. So there is a what is that progression? First is Bhagavad Gita, then read Upanishad, then read Nectar of Instruction, the 12-13 verses training, and then Bhagavatam. After Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. And then, of course, Bhakti, Nectar of Devotion, Upadesha, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So So far as very prominent books, Nectar of the Instruction and Nectar of Devotion, written by J. Rupa Goswami. But as the devotees, they start reading, they will also come across many more books in future. But they have to at least finish first Bhagavad Gita and understand Krishna is Krishna's Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then read Bhagavatam, and of course Ishopanishad also establishes that. Then Nectar of Instruction for very good training actually. Then what else? Come to Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam is the postgraduate study next level of Bhagavad Gita. Then after Bhagavatam is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, but in between you can read this Nectar of Devotion also. It's very important to go forward in bhakti. Rupa Goswami is our Acharya.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. And then, Prabhuji, in your personal journey, if we were to ask you who are the 3 most inspiring people in your life, who have inspired you the most throughout childhood to now, what 3 people you can say 3 most inspiring people for you?
I'm very inspired by Srila Prabhupada. I'm very inspired by my Guru Maharaj, Radhana Swami. The third person actually I read, third one, of course, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Naishtik Brahmachari, chanted 192 rounds for 10 years. He chanted 1 billion names to establish, these are the people.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. And in terms of listening to lectures, apart from Srila Prabhupada and His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, anyone else in particular you listen the lectures to, or mostly these 2?
I have a weakness, one lecture I heard, first you should understand your Guru. So I would listen my Guru Maharaj a lot. Then recently I thought, no, I should also, I'm aging out and I should also know what others are speaking. So Gaur Govind Maharaj, yes, Gaur Govind Maharaj, Then Ayendra Prabhu I started listening actually, Ayendra Prabhu is very advanced. His lectures are so advanced. So sometimes, Radha Govind Maharaj lectures, they're very good. This, for stuff and all, when I was living in Chapati, I liked Gauranga Prabhu's lectures actually. Gauranga Prabhu's presentation skills are very good. So, but nowadays, I'm aging out. I'm looking for real essence, where I can progress. I don't get so much time to hear, but that's why in Ayendra Prabhu I listen, very advanced. Sometimes I love Gaur Govind Maharaj, but most of the time I listen to Radhana Swami. Of course, Srila Prabhupada actually, So Prabhupada, I need to know what Prabhupada, Prabhupada is founder Acharya. Prabhupada is, I really, really loved Prabhupada actually, Prabhupada lectures, So while dressing, I listen to Prabhupada actually.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So, Prabhuji, the other question is what kind of projects are you currently associated with in ISKCON, and how you are contributing to various projects, and how the devotees and the audience who is inspired by you, how can we express our gratitude? In what way can we assist you in your services? So they are kind of related questions. First, if you can share about what projects you are contributing to helping in ISKCON, and
then as I said, bhakti means guru, right? We started ISKCON Farmington Hills. Actually, I moved out of New Vrindavan. I recently was recurring, they asked me to speak. Actually, I spoke in Chapati. They asked me to, So I moved out of New Vrindavan because my Guru Maharaj asked me to distribute Jenny homes. That's how Maharaj said, no, I have to move to New Vrindavan. He said, do whatever it takes. So then that's how I moved out. Then, even this temple manifestation, I have only one desire for his happiness. Then he told me, put energy in Brooklyn. So nowadays, I'm putting energy in Brooklyn. So I supported some things I cannot tell, but so I supported the New York project, Bhakti Center in Brooklyn, probably 2012 onwards. Then I wrote a mail recently to him, and we spoke 2 days after his Vyasa Puja, maybe on 10th December, I think. Sorry, not 15th December. Yeah, 13th we celebrated. 15th December he called me and we did. So I told Guru Maharaj, we don't have a university in America. Christians they have 656 universities. Then for Buddhists they have only 4 universities, but Dalai Lama had thousands of PhDs. We have so many PhDs in the organization, but in ISKCON, but somehow Guru Maharaj, we don't even have one university. He said, no, it's he's doing something in India. He's working on that. Once the permissions come, we are going to start. Probably after that you can replicate. I told him 2 projects. There is no old age home for Hare Krishna devotees. Gunagrahi Maharaj had to go to India to leave the body. How many people devotees can go to India and leave the body? So we should have a old age. He said that is very good. If you want to work on that, you can work on that. So yes, Guru Maharaj. So he also told me to put energy in Brooklyn, Brooklyn temple. So he also started like a Vrindavan in India, Govardhanaka village. So that is another place I'm putting energy. Basically, whatever he wants, I do. I pray that I don't have a personal project. That's it. So last year, Brooklyn temple, Kali Yuga, somebody sued, it's going on. So I had to work for that. Literally had to work. So that is another thing I am working on that. And of course, I also work for Farmington Hills. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And like all the devotees you are connected to, who are listening and who may be listening to the recording in future, how can we all assist you in so many services which you are rendering to ISKCON and to the Lord?
Become a pure devotee. Become a good devotee. Nice devotee. Become a nice devotee. That is important. First, you purify yourself. Then things will happen. Become a nice devotee. Your example will transform others. That is the help you can do to me. Pray for me that I also become a nice devotee. Actually, nothing will come with us. Nobody will come with us. Nothing will come with us. Nobody will come with us. How much you have chanted, how much service you have rendered, that is the only thing. End of the day, that will come with us. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So, Prabhuji, thank you for answering so many questions. Now, if you can give few more minutes, we'll ask the audience. So many devotees are there; they may want to ask personal questions. So I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to ask devotees to kindly ask the questions. So all the devotees who have questions, they can please unmute their mics and ask the questions. So Prabhuji, like yesterday, a question came about situations when one spouse may be interested in Krishna consciousness, the other spouse is not yet interested in Krishna consciousness, and then they were reading that how we have to avoid association of those who are not devotees. So how to practically do when half of your family is still in the journey of of exploring and not yet connected, and half of the family is very seriously doing Krishna consciousness. So that one question came. So Prabhuji, if you want to share few practical thoughts and your experience on that.
Okay, if I understand the question correctly, you said one spouse is serious, one spouse is not, and how do we progress in bhakti?
Yeah, so we were reading of how to stay more in association with devotees and avoid non-devotee association. But like if one spouse is not yet a devotee, then family, friends will come and others will come who may not necessarily be interested in Krishna consciousness. So how we can, not offend them, at the same time continue our seriousness and sincerity.
The answer is this. Association doesn't mean rubbing the shoulders. Association means inspiration. For example, in the college, you remember one boy, very intelligent, boys and girls go around him. We don't go around him, but we want to be like him. Then we are taking his association, though we don't hang on with him. Association means being inspired by them. So like you go to office. When you go to office, you may be sitting with so many people. But if you are not inspired by them, you are only giving your association, but you are not taking their association. Same thing at home also. Spouse is there, not Krishna conscious. But you should be grateful to spouse because spouse is allowing you to continue the practice. Then other people will come. You give only your association. Don't be inspired by them. I want to tell you this. Whenever I would meet a materialist of high caliber, I always learn something from them. I only learn the good things from them, but I am not inspired by them because they're still materialists. Materialists means they want something from this world, which is so temporary. Corona took away probably 50,000 people. They all have desires like us, but today they are no more. Their desires are no longer relevant. If you understand that fact, we become serious in bhakti. One thing I learned from my Guru Maharaj is be strict with yourself. Be very lenient with others. What we do sometimes, we are very loose with ourselves, but we are very strict with others. That doesn't work. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for the nice answer. Okay. So next question. Any other devotees would like to ask next question?
I would like to ask one. This is Moshumi. First of all, thank you so much for the wonderful talk. And it's really a privilege to be able to listen to you from 1,000 miles away. I moved out of Michigan. I got a job, assistant professorship, and I'm very thankful to the Almighty, whoever, gave me the blessings. So I'm in Oklahoma right now. So
Really?
Yeah, I moved here and I got a professorship in Langston University. So I was wondering if there is an association here in this state.
I can connect you in 5 minutes. I'll give the phone number to our Abraham Gopal Prabhu. I come to Oklahoma twice actually. I used to go this year, of course I didn't. So there is a nice group of devotees. He is from Michigan actually. He's from Detroit. So they moved out in 2007 or 8 and they're a very nice group and I regularly visit them. So I'll pass that number to Abraham Gopal Prabhu. Abraham Gopal Prabhu will give it to you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Guru. Prabhuji.
Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, Ansh wants to show you something
Please.
which he just drew while the lecture was going on.
Amazing, amazing.
Bhagavad Gita. Ansh, what have you written?
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, Ram, Hanuman.
1 minute, wait. Yeah, I clicked it. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, Hanuman, Ram, and there is a peacock feather, and on the top, on that Bhagavad Gita, what is that?
He was writing Bhagavad Gita, but the full word was not coming, so he wrote below that.
Ansh is like Michelangelo, you know. That's fantastic. You know Michelangelo, Ansh? Okay, maybe why Michelangelo? You may be like, what is that? Our, what is his name? Muralidhar Prabhu. You know, Muralidhar Prabhu is the one who drew all the Krishna pictures. Or Jadurani Mataji, you know. So you should draw Krishna now. Right? Any other question or comment?
Thank you. Anybody else has any questions or comment? Ashok Prabhu, Bharti Mataji, Nirbhay Prabhu, Natasha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Who?
Pratik Prabhu is there. Hare Krishna, Pratik Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Yoga Krishna Prabhu. One question I have. Prabhuji, you know, I think like, you know, I make sometimes mental offenses, you know, some of the senior devotees, like, you know, I had conversations like, you know, maybe 5 years back, and maybe like, you know, something I didn't feel right, and that stuck with me, you know. And like what happens is like, you know, I always find an excuse to avoid like, you know, them. So I know like, you know, like I shouldn't be doing that. So how can I rectify that, you know, that I don't make mental offenses, you know, as well as like, you know, conversation, like, you know, having conversation with my wife also, like, you know, sometimes I talk about stuff. So how can I, you know, rectify that?
If I understand correctly, you said you don't want to make mental offenses. What type of mental offenses? Who is this? Who is asking this question?
Hare Krishna,
Pratik Prabhu,
yes,
can
from
you
Philadelphia.
open your camera? Is it possible for
Sure.
you?
Sure, Prabhu.
Pratik Prabhu from Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia, remember?
Pratik, yeah. Oh, or Pratik, right. Wow,
yes. Pratik Duwad.
Yeah, what is the question, Kia? Go ahead. Tell me what mental offenses?
Yes, Prabhuji. So actually, I had a conversation with like, you know, some senior devotees like 5 years back, you know, and something that I felt that was not right, and still like, you know, those things are there in my mind. And you know, whenever there is a, like, you know, some gathering, I try to avoid conversation with them, because like, you know, those things are like, you know, maybe like, you know, stuck with me, right? And you know, whenever I talk with my wife also, I try to avoid them. Okay, if there is a gathering, then let's not go there. But you know, I know like, you know, that's wrong, and how can I overcome this? Because
okay, this simple thing, Prabhuji. That is how Maya keeps the iron curtains. These curtains no one can remove. They are not there, but you know they are there. Other people also know they are there. You cannot look into their eyes. They cannot look into your eyes. When we have a problem with somebody, we cannot look into their eyes like this, right? So simple thing, bro. Senior devotees, they don't care. If I'm right, they don't even know that. No one has any time. 5 saal pehle kya hua tha, you know. Nobody reminds. It is your problem. Chant nicely, and as though nothing has happened, just go and gel with them and serve them. Okay? Or call them, you know, if calling, you know, you don't see them anyway. Prabhuji, I suddenly thought of you, how you are doing. You don't need to remind them 5 years ago how you messed up with them. They don't remember. Just call them and say, Prabhuji, how you are doing? I just want to offer my obeisances. How you are doing? Everyone loves to talk, you know. So just call them and, you know, I'm very grateful to you. Just little glorify, devotees, whatever they're doing, and they become very appreciative of you.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So, Dandat. Anything else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhuji, you mentioned about the Pandharpur Dham, and how you were inspired. It is whenever we are in India, we are 4 hours away from Pandharpur. So every visit we go to Pandharpur Dham to take darshan of Vithoba. And the hug, lotus feet hug, which they allow you to do, that is very, very inspiring. And we always relish, the darshan of Vithoba. So I would request the devotees who are here, anytime they visit Maharashtra or Pune or Bombay, they should visit Pandharpur Dham and take the mercy of Lord Vithoba.
Amazing.
Even Santa Tukaram, whenever, his Abhangas, even my son Ananta Vallabha is still singing his Abhangas in Marathi. He's very much inspired with us. We used to visit very regularly. So,
amazing.
So just wanted to share with you.
And Prabhuji, when he was small, he was watching in a school vacation all Marathi, this Santa Chokamada, Eknath Maharaj, Janabai, all this Santa Tukaram, all this movie he was watching. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, actually, because of them, there is some taste for the holy name in Maharashtra, actually. So Maharashtra, Orissa, Bengal, Gujarat, and Lord Chaitanya, wherever he traveled, of course, Vrindavan, obvious, and Manipur because of Srinivasacharya. So certain, the pockets, and of course, Vallabhacharya, Vallabhacharya also, Pushti Marga, very famous in Gujarat. Lord Chaitanya was in Orissa, so Orissa also. So the holy name is very, very, they would chant the holy name actually. And of course, because of Tukaram Maharaj, Panduranga Hare Ram Krishna Hare, Panduranga Mukunda, that Mukunda Murari, So that is also, they promoted the holy name.
Yes. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Any other question anyone has?
Prabhuji, my father is paying obeisances to you.
My obeisance to your father also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
And Hare Krishna.
Anybody else has any questions? Prabhuji has a couple of minutes and then we'll end it. So
Ashok Prabhu, how Ashok Prabhu you are doing?
Doing good, Prabhuji.
आपका दर्शन हो गया बहुत दिन हो गया actually, So thank you very much. Anyone wants to add anything? Otherwise,
Natasha Mataji, you want to ask a question?
No, Prabhuji, I just wanted to thank you for such an inspiring lecture. It is always very encouraging. Every time you come, we learn so much. Thank you so much.
my obeisance to your Lord's feet. Thank you for joining. What is very important when you're in a group is inspire others by example. I think you do that, you and your husband. That is an austerity. But when we do that, Krishna is very pleased with anyone who does it. So that way I can tell you Krishna is very pleased with you.
Prabhuji, Nirbhay Prabhu and Natasha Mataji, I have started a program in Nashville, Tennessee. They are doing regular programs and cultivating devotees there. And they developed a very small congregation right now.
Fantastic. Amazing. Actually, Najatasmat Manushyesh Kaschit Me Prakritama, Krishna says in Gita, the persons, what is that? Whoever preaches the message of Bhagavad Gita, for them pure devotion service is guaranteed, and they'll come back to me after this lifetime. In the beginning, I said Brahma lives for 311 trillion 40 billion years. Compared to that, what is our lifespan? Imagine you take a flight and go to Pluto and come back. What will happen? If you stay 1 year on Pluto, it's like 3,200 earthly years, something like that, a few thousands of earthly years. So compared to what is that, our 70, 80, 90 years. So we should utilize human life of this opportunity to purify our existence, get rid of anger. We should try to sincerely get rid of our anger, envy, greed, pride, ego, illusion. Then come to, after another nivritti, come to Nishna, then Ruchi, then Asakti, then Bhava, Sthai Bhava, and finally in the love of God. We try at least, at least we try. The Krishna is the giver. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we also have Harindra Prabhu and Pinky Mataji joining from Texas. They were serving in Michigan, but then now they moved. So they are paying their obeisances.
Prabhuji, in Texas, there are so many groups actually. There are so many groups actually. In Fresco, in Irving, and Dallas.
They are in Austin.
Austin also, they have there's a group in Austin.
Yes.
There are nice devotees in Austin actually.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you for connecting me to the groups. So I am actually, it's bad from my side that I am not able, I have not become better as compared to Michigan, because Michigan was the last place where I found a very, very good group. And then I was able to get obeisances from Abhinam Prabhuji and other devotees over there. But somehow from my side, it has become little loosened at this part. So it's
Gopal Chandra Prabhu is there in
yes, Prabhuji. I know him actually.
Anjali Mataji is there in Austin.
So you connected me to Gopal Prabhuji, and then I have visited a couple of times to that temple. So actually here there is a small temple where they do it in basically in a house. So they rented that house and there they do. And then so I go there sometime, but not very regularly. Not able to follow that much at least, which I was able to serve a little bit in Michigan, but not now.
Actually, they just had children. So with that also the life have become busy because the Mataji just delivered. So we have children now, and then it's a little bit of challenge. And then we have Tarachand Prabhu and Deepika Mataji also joining from Austin. And they are doing wonderful service there, connected with devotees. And their son Ryan is also very enthusiastic. So Prabhuji, Tarachand Prabhu and Deepika Mataji, please.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to this conference. Yes. And around 4 or 5 months, we moved from Michigan and Okemos area to Austin area, and here we are associated with Round Rock ISKCON. So here there are like 3 centers. Round Rock we have in Cedar Park, and then one in Austin. And here also there are very good devotees, and they are very welcoming, and they have a weekly program over here.
Who is that?
I'm saying here in the
name.
What is the name of the devotees who are leading that congregation?
Yeah. So I mean, so one is of course Prabhuji, you mentioned Gopal Chandra Das Prabhuji. Then here we have Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, then Malti, then Malti Mataji, Venkateshwar Prabhuji, then Mahasundari Mataji. She is the main coordinator over here.
And you also gave a lecture here, Prabhuji. You gave a lecture here also.
Yeah, I spoke one time. Yes, after Corona came, I did.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Mahasundari Mataji
is the main coordinator.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bhakti is a treasure. Don't stay on the boat of ISKCON, stay on the bus of ISKCON. You will go back to Godhead for sure. Anything you do on the path of Bhakti, especially chanting and service, it's in the Swalpam Apyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. It's an eternal credit. So just continue continue with whatever you're doing and add Krishna to your life. Balance. Life is a triangle: social life, a material life, social life, and spiritual life. Grosthas have to balance nicely.
Yes, and we are very thankful to Abhiram Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you know, he is still our rope which we cling on to and hang on to. If we get into any trouble, he is the first person, you know, we like to talk and call. So we are very fortunate to have his association, and we are really very, very thankful to Krishna for, you know, giving us a very guiding light, and we really look forward to having his association.
That is what is called gratitude. So they're so busy. They also have child, and they're both working. Still, he takes time out and to give Krishna to others. That is what's called selfless compassion. So wherever we have it, we should run for it. Actually, So you are doing good thing. Even though you're in Austin, you just run to take his association in his wife's association, and that's how the progress happens. Actually, gratitude is bhakti. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
And
Prabhuji, we also have Neelu Mataji and Regendra Prabhu. They moved from Lansing to Arkansas, and now they are moved to Ohio, and they're joining from Ohio.
Where in Ohio?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Danvat Pranam. In Dayton, Prabhuji.
Oh, you're in Dayton. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Dayton is not so far from Okimos,
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Actually, Abhiram Prabhuji helped us to decide, like, to choose the Dayton, and we are very fortunate to have Abhiram Prabhuji as our guidance and Guruji.
Amazing. Abhiram Prabhu is like a touchstone. Wherever he goes, he touches people and makes them devotees. Actually.
So Prabhuji, in Dayton, we used to have a program many years ago. Are we still doing anything there, or we stopped?
Now it stopped, Rosie. There is nothing in Dayton actually. I mean, for them, Cincinnati is 1 hour. Cincinnati, they have a center actually, not in Dayton. If you ask me, this Prabhu should do, they should do something there actually. So people should champion the cause.
Prabhuji, if we can connect in Cincinnati, it's like 1 hour drive.
Yeah,
so we can go there, Prabhuji. We can get the contact.
I can give.
From there.
I can.
Association.
Yes. There are very nice people actually. Oh, so many people. I've been going to Cincinnati for 15 years. I mean, now these days, past 3-4 years, I'm not going so much. But yes, Cincinnati. I went for a long time actually. I'm close to Nirvana.
Yes,
Prabhuji, do you suggest Cincinnati or Columbus? Which one will be more like for them? Which one do you think is better to get connected to? Columbus is also not very far, right? Columbus temple.
Yes, Prabhuji. Columbus is 1 hour, and Cincinnati. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, Cincinnati is for like 30 to 40 minutes, and Columbus is 1 hour. But it's both are close.
Okay, Columbus then.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So Abhiram, then anything else? Otherwise, we'll end it.
Prabhuji, just few seconds. I think Suresh Prabhu is there. Suresh Prabhu and Archana Mataji. Suresh Prabhu, you want to pay obeisances to Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Suresh Prabhu and Archana Mataji. Yes, please.
Happy to see you, Prabhuji. Very nice.
Everyone, Happy New Year, Suresh Prabhu and Archana Mataji. Krishna conscious New Year, actually.
Yes.
Hopefully, things will become better in this year at least. 2020 was not so. Everyone had to wear a mask. Had to. So you have to be careful. Yes.
Prabhuji, temple it's allowed for devotees now, or it's not?
I mean, you don't tell anybody you can come, but the temple is officially closed.
I want to sponsor for the Prasadam, Prabhuji, for the weekend, Sunday feast.
You can always do that. It's not a problem.
Because the devotee, I mean, at least more devotee could be served. Then that's what my plan, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sure, bro, definitely.
Then, yeah.
So Prabhuji, once things are better, Suresh Prabhu, Archana Mataji also bought a house and they wanted to invite you for the house and devotees also to do a kirtan.
Let us see when it will become better, you know. Everyone is waiting for that. But you know, better nahi ho raha hai. You know, we will wait, we'll see. Yeah.
Yes,
Archana
Prabhuji.
Mataji Amma, you're doing well?
Yes, Prabhuji.
How are the children?
Yeah, also doing good, Prabhuji. And how's your Prabhuji?
Good. Recovered. I'm doing very well.
Prabhuji, their daughter, she topped her exam. So Suresh Prabhu, you want to tell what was the results?
She got, Prabhuji, it's mercy of Radha Gopichand Ballabh and Radhika Madhav. She got 1590 out of 1600 in SAT score, Prabhuji.
1590 out of 1600.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Amazing, amazing. Convey my heartfelt congratulations. I never heard this score in my life so far.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's all your blessings, Prabhuji.
Probably she can join MIT actually if she wants to.
Yes, Prabhuji, we are thinking. I mean, she is free to decide whatever she want to do. Then that's what.
Actually, no, let me tell you. So
Yeah.
because of your committed prayers and service, Krishna's mercy came in this way. She looks so simple. Wow, 1590. It's amazing. Fantastic. All glories to her actually. You know, convey my heartfelt congratulations to her. You know.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Abhiram Gopal Prabhu, you know, so their children are amazing, you know. So I want to tell everyone, you're intelligent, your spouse is intelligent, chromosome theory, anyway they'll be intelligent. I don't have any doubt. But to give them culture, because a day will come, they'll be in dorms. They have to make a decision on their own. You won't be there. Hopefully, what are the Krishna consciousness that you have given all these years, that will make them make good choices that day. You know, that is the hope.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know, 2006 we started Sunday school. All the Sunday school students now they are becoming doctors only. Doctors, you know, or some others became engineers. They're working now. Actually, you know, I can see many doctors actually. And then what is that? Everyone is still following four regular principles. That's amazing. They come to temple. They are very respectful, and they're very respectful parents. And that parents are so happy, you know, because of this 10 years of investment of Sunday school actually. Likewise, you know, this Lansing also, Okimos also, the same Sunday school. We should have full faith. You know, children will do very well. You know, but they should come regularly. You know, without fail.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. So anybody else? Raksha Mataji, Rakshita Mataji, anybody wants to say? Sushant Prabhu? We are going to end in another 1 minute, less than that. Okay, I think that's it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. We're very grateful to you once again. We're very, very fortunate that we are getting to hear from you. You're so busy, so many places you have lectures. So we want to know, when can you come next?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You know, anyway, I came today, right? We'll see in future, no problem.
Please, Prabhuji, if you can stay connected, that will be very, very helpful. So, Chaitanya Prabhu, Raksha Mataji, Rakshita Mataji, anybody would like to say, pay obeisances to Prabhuji?
I want to add one thing. Everyone should, sadhana is of paramount importance. Good sadhana. Sleep early, rise early, and finish the rounds. You will have so much of spiritual energy, and well, first is it's a bank account that will come with you. Second thing is it is cleansing of the mind and heart. Third thing is it purifies your consciousness, with which you can make nice decisions the rest of the day. You know, sadhana is very important. Cultivation of humility is very important. Material energy is there, Maya is there. It's not easy, you know. Maya pulls us down. If you take it for Prabhupada said, my American disciples, they are not so scared of Maya. That is dangerous, Prabhupada said. You should all know there is one enemy who is trying to